What's the name of the podcast, Ethan?
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, it's not comedy.
It's not going to be a podcast. It's going to be a fucking train wreck.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say.
Alright, we're doing a quick intro to try and repair the damage that was done at the start of the podcast.
By me, specifically.
Just fucking asking straight into the questions.
Yeah, it turns out I'm not a very good interviewer for my first interview ever.
Look, they were good questions. Like you got straight to the point.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. Just
You know, I don't
other
like...
parts of the podcast that we need to address, like introducing the podcast and the guest, that we were just like straight into.
I'm not into foreplay, all right?
No,
like,
you just fucking rammed it in.
yeah, dry.
Yep.
So, I guess we should, 100% start with the intro. I'll let you describe.
In
what
hindsight, let's introduce the guest,
Yeah.
who is Ash Chapman,
Yeah.
and he's been doing a tour of Newcastle East Coast, doing like open mic comedy shows, and just seeing if that's for him. So he's just dropped in to do a podcast with us, and it's our first guest. So we will try not to fuck it up, but well, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
You, the viewer, can decide.
Yeah, I feel like I had a great time chatting to him. He's a pretty good dude. This is weird because it's an intro, but we've already spoken to him.
Yeah.
But
Fuck it.
yeah, no, it was a great. He's a fucking very down to earth fella. He's not very old. How old is he? I don't even know how old is he. No, I don't know. He's like 12,
Why?
11.
Why? Why did you even go there?
I don't know. It's just-
Let's bring up his age.
yeah, he's 12 or 11, still pretty tight.
You fucking idiot.
This is going to be perfect for that our last podcast, which went straight into the fucking weird part of YouTube about sexual assaults.
Yeah. Well, that's why we got the name of the podcast. This is How to Not Comedy. Enjoy.
Yeah. Mwah. Ash, what's your last name again?
Chapman.
Chapman. So, you're doing a pretty cool thing. You posted on the Newcastle Facebook page the comedy thing a little while ago. And essentially, you're doing like an East Coast trip of just pure comedy. Like open mics all up East Coast.
Well, not pure comedy. There's been
Yeah.
a lot of drinking and stuff going on.
Yeah.
But essentially, that was the plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you started in Melbourne?
Yeah. So I started. Oh, you mean like the first time I did comedy, or?
We'll
road
start with
trip?
the trip. Yeah.
So yeah, the road trip. I started at a place called Voltaire, which is like one of the good rooms in Melbourne.
Yep.
And then what was the next place? Tuesday, I drove to Sydney.
Yep.
So I left about 5 a.m, got there around dark, and then went on, and that was good. Did a place called the Argyle.
Yep. Yeah, I've heard of
if you know
that.
that place. And then drove to Newcastle next day. This is in my van as well, so it was just free accommodation the whole way, so that was cool.
Yeah, okay.
And then Newcastle I did one night at Crown and Anchor, and then the next night on a Wednesday it was Stag and Hunter. And that's actually all I got to do, which is kind of sucks, but yeah, that was the biggest part of the trip, those 3 rooms.
Yeah, okay. So, you originally were going to go up to Brisbane, weren't you?
Yeah, I had a room booked in Goldie, and then it got cancelled for whatever reason, but that was about it.
Oh, really? Fuck.
Yeah.
So, the room didn't go ahead, or you just got bumped?
No, I think, I called them, and then they said, oh, we don't actually do that tonight. So I just cancelled it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Fuck, that sucks.
Instead of waiting around till next week, I just cancelled.
Yeah, come back here, and then you've come in, like, if you'd done the trip a week earlier, you could have backed up the Newcastle rooms
Yeah.
week to week.
No, it's alright. It was just for the experience. For
Yeah.
the main part, not necessarily doing heaps of comedy. Just really seeing if that travelling thing, which is what a lot of comedians do,
Yeah.
was for me.
So how did you find we'll start with the shows. Like the shows, how much did you learn doing those? Because you probably did, 5 gigs in just over 2 weeks?
Yeah.
It's like how Mitch hasn't introduced the podcast at all. Just straight
Yeah.
into asking the hard
Look,
questions.
man, that's what the fucking
No
YouTube.
hello.
That's what the
How you
YouTube.
going?
I asked for his name.
Oh, you can do it
That's
after.
his
You just do it after, don't you?
We've got an intro. They
Yeah,
can
we've
fucking
got a
figure it
shitty
out.
intro, but
It's fucking good.
yeah,
Matt Barker.
Yeah.
We got a fucking sponsor.
we're very professional.
He got hit by some lady the other week.
Yeah, so we're gonna like sponsor the podcast with this dude that delivers nangs around Newcastle, like the nitrous oxide bulbs.
Wait a minute. What the fuck
Yeah,
is going on?
yeah. So do you know what nangs are?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like this dude, he's like mates with my cousin, and his fucking business is booming. So I was gonna get him to like chuck these little cards in for the podcast, like
What?
when he does a delivery.
Where does he deliver them to? Like houses or clubs or what?
Just houses, like just goes around Newcastle, just fucking.
Just that 4 in the
drops 'em
morning kick-ons and shit.
Yep.
That's
Pretty
so
much.
funny.
It's a fucking huge business, man. It's
Wow.
crazy. Like, this Newcastle is full of fuckwits, so it's just like heaps of people getting pissed up or on the gear or whatever, and they're like, "Yeah, we could get some fucking nangs and
Yeah.
Use
Well,
brain damage.
Uber Eats for nangs."
funnily enough, in Newcastle, because I went clubbing that Wednesday night as well.
Oh yeah,
and-
where'd you hit up?
Argyle.
Oh yep.
Yeah, it was pretty trash.
Oh yeah.
But everyone I met in Newcastle so far is like way more grounded and normal than the cunts in Melbourne.
Yeah, right. True.
Yeah, and Sunshine Coast, which is where I'm from.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, most
You
people
guys are
here
cool.
are pretty down to earth.
Yeah.
They're not like. You do get
You don't fight and shit. It's great.
yeah. Well, we used to.
Yeah.
Now with all the like scans of IDs at doors and shit.
Oh
like,
yeah.
They take everyone's ID, and if
Yeah.
you get banned from one, you're banned from everywhere. So.
Oh
That
yeah.
stopped a lot of
Actually,
that
I found that out. My mate was I was out with him on the weekend, and we're on the Sunshine Coast, and he said we have to go early because I'm banned from every club. I'm like,
Oh shit.
well,
So get
every
in before
place
the
with a
bouncers
scanner.
get on the door, right?
Yeah, so he can get in, but
Just not if he gets his ID scanned.
yeah.
He's just walking around stampless.
It comes
Mad
up
dog.
on the scanner with what he did to get banned. It's pretty
What did
funny.
he do?
Nice.
What did he do to get banned?
I pissed on the bar.
That's a good story.
That is great.
And it comes up on the screen. It's really funny.
So we'll go back to the shows before Ethan cut him off.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, the 5. You did the 5 gigs. The first one you were talking about, like
Mm.
in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Melbourne.
Well, in Melbourne, I usually do 3 or 4 a week.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
So, was it a good learning experience for you? So I
Yeah.
think, did you learn a lot?
I probably did. I just haven't processed it yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like taking heavy drugs. You gotta
Yeah.
wait a bit afterwards and like recollect. Like what happened?
Yeah, I
Oh,
suppose. No, it's
shit.
just I'm just trying to enjoy this trip, I
Yeah.
guess, and sort of be really present. But I'd say, what have I learnt? Probably that you guys are funnier than people in Melbourne.
Yeah. Yeah. Newcastle's the comedy capital of Australia, I'd say.
It's
all
debatable, but
9 of us.
I'll take it as a compliment.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Well, you got quality over quantity, is I guess what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, you said 4 or 5 shows a week.
Yeah.
Down there?
4. Yeah.
And they're open mics. Just anyone can rock up.
Yeah. Well, Melbourne's really comedy's blowing up there. Really,
That's crazy, man.
you
I'd
can
love to be
do
able to
2 a
that.
night if you want.
Yeah.
Usually, except for Saturday. I don't think anyone does Saturdays, which is strange.
That's usually when they put on paid shows, from what I've seen.
Oh yeah.
Is that they don't want to put on the open mic trash on the weekend because people are actually out to pay money to see something.
That's
so
true.
They're just like, nah, you're on through the week, mate.
What are the crowds like in those sort of shows?
They vary. Depends where it is. In St Kilda, everyone's a bit more rowdy, which is I don't know if you know St Kilda. It's like
I know of St Kilda. I haven't spent much time in Melbourne, so
It's basically just a nice place with a lot of junkies.
yeah.
Like
okay.
it's beautiful and it's just full of scum.
Sounds a lot like Newcastle, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah. You go into what they call Newcastle CBD, which is like that one fucking area with the halfway house on the corner.
Yeah, well, it's Hamilton is the main thing. Like that's where the main food area is in Newcastle, and
Mm.
around there's like housing commission sort of places where
Yeah,
there used to be heaps more junkies around there, but they're sort of pushing them out west. because it's getting too expensive to
Send
live.
them up to
Oh.
Taree, bro.
Yeah, send them north.
Yeah,
Or they send them out west.
which
well,
is
they don't
good.
send them there. They just can't afford to live there
Yeah,
anymore.
and then they do tests on the urine samples for regional towns, and they're like, "There's an epidemic of ice out here."
Yeah,
It's
that's
like,
true.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
because we sent all of our ice junkies out there. That's why.
Yep.
Yeah, ice is not very good. It's everywhere now. I
Yeah,
think.
Yeah, even like real like rural Australian towns.
Maybe it was always here, but it's just you get older and hear about it more. I don't know.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it's just fucking getting out there. It's like Coonabarabran, and there's a place that's got a fucking ice problem. And that's in bumfuck nowhere.
Yeah.
Who's getting it out there? I don't know.
Yeah, who's driving all that fucking way?
I used to know a dude that drove out to Dubbo to sell weed. But like,
Yeah.
that was fucking a while ago. But yeah. he
How
was
far's
doing
that?
alright.
That
About
sounds a
4
lot.
or 5
hours,
hours
yeah.
from here.
Yeah, jeez.
Yeah. There's a pie shop there.
Yeah,
It's
I
up.
bet there is.
It's a fucking 2-story pie shop. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah,
I knew.
Dubbo was not very nice from what I remembered.
it's
Yeah.
gotten better.
It's all right.
There's a lot of like, there's money out that way.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you got like fucking that central, like Upper Hunter or something they call it, and
Yeah.
there's like lots of property out there, like lots of property, but there's not a lot of people.
Yeah.
But there's some money out there because you see some fucking crazy houses out that way.
I just heard a story from like people I know in Newcastle. They were like tripping on acid one night, and they decided to drive to Dubbo to go to the pie shop, and they got pulled up halfway by the coppers and told them they were on the way to the pie shop, and they believed them, and they're tripping dick, and they're like, "No worries, on your way." Just let them go. Like, how the fuck does that happen?
He did do a fucking like quick eye check for their pupils.
I have no idea, man. It's
Yeah.
fucking, it's a crazy story. But anyway,
Yeah. Well,
it was
I
good
got pulled over for doing 10, 20 over on the highway out that way, and the cop was real nice. He's just like, "Oh, I'll downgrade it for you."
we were
So-
smoking cones in the front seat of the car. Like, my mate Will was driving, and
Yeah.
yeah, we're out on the way to Dover, and we're ripping cones as we drive, and like we didn't get pulled up. I don't know how that fucking happened. but-
While driving? That's
yeah, while
pretty crazy.
driving.
But he
was
probably
stupid as
saw
fuck.
there was probably a car, like a cop car there, and you're like, "Look how fucking carefully that dude is driving." He's just real paranoid as fuck, just like middle of the road, straight as a die, just perfect.
That would have been nice. That's not what happened.
No, I
he was
bet.
doing like 140. It was fucked. I probably shouldn't be alive.
Yeah.
Actually, I've got fined twice in this road trip.
Oh,
no.
really?
Well, one of them was me. One of them was meant to be me, but it was my mate.
Oh,
So
okay.
one in Newcastle, just down the road. I just took a right turn when it was meant to be left only,
Yeah.
and there was a guy just waiting there for people to do it.
Fuck.
It wasn't in Mayfield, was it?
No, it was like on that beachy area.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Merriweather.
Mary,
Yeah.
not or Newcastle, like
Whatever. Along
yeah,
there.
end of Hunter Street,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And the second time was when we were out in the town and in Noosa, and we slept in my mate's van. There was like 3 of us, and then a councilman just knocked on the door and woke us up, and he's like, "Hey, you guys can't camp here. I'll give you all a fine." And then we convinced him just to give our mate a fine because it was his car.
Hey,
I'm the worst friend, but fuck, you know,
You could have been like, "Well, you could join us and not give us the fine. How about that?"
yeah, $260 it was going to
Fuck.
be each.
What a cunt.
Could have got a motel with that type of money.
Yeah, you could have.
Shit.
You could have just straight up stayed in a motel, and you don't even have to pull the condoms out of your own car. Then you can just fucking leave them on the ground for some maid to clean up.
Yeah, bro.
What type of van you got, man?
I've got an LDV.
I have no fucking idea.
No one knows what it is.
No.
It's like
If no one knows what it is and you're aware of that fact, why do you keep describing it as that?
well,
See how well people know their vans.
Yeah.
it's a new company.
Oh,
And
okay.
They make these vans that are really cheap, and they're really good.
Yeah.
So got one of them.
Do they come with seatbelts?
Yeah, this
Oh,
one's
fuck
actually it's not a van. It's a soccer mum car, whatever you call that.
The minivan.
Yeah, it's got 7 seats, and I took out 3 in
Yeah.
the back, so I've got 4 seats. which is good because most people have 2 and you can't really carry people.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Those Sprinter vans that they got.
Yeah,
Pretty
and I got
decent.
aircon. You know, vans don't have aircon.
Yeah, heaps of them don't.
How fucking dumb is that?
Yeah, because
The LDV van model didn't have aircon. It was more expensive, so I got this.
fair enough.
The fuck?
I work on caravans and shit in my spare time. I see a lot of vans
Mm.
coming through.
And you got a lot of spare time too.
Fuck
Must
yeah,
be
I
a
do.
reason
Yeah.
for all these.
But the Sprinter
non-existent
vans, they're
features.
fucking good. They got like shower, toilet, bed,
Oh
fucking
yeah,
kitchen, like everything in there. It's
Yeah.
everything you need.
that's the dream one day.
Yeah.
That's the dream.
Or RV or something would be sick.
I love
Yeah.
it.
And then try and find somewhere to fucking park up without getting fined.
Yeah, well,
That's getting
I
hard.
actually woke up in Coffs Harbour this morning, and I got out and I saw this massive no camping sign. I didn't see it when
Yeah.
I pulled up, but
Shit.
yeah, apparently they're everywhere.
Yeah. We got a fucking homeless problem in Australia. Too many people with vans. That's the problem.
Well, we're not homeless, but that's the thing.
Yeah, no, the van's the home. That's
Yeah,
Wouldn't you
But we're
rather
not.
that? Wouldn't you just rather someone fucking sleep in a van? And if you're going to go shower, just have a sign. Like, yes, you can park your van here, but please don't shower in public. That's
Yeah,
the
well,
problem
most
there.
vans have like a grey water tank
True.
on them. You can
yeah.
shower
I
and
don't.
just-
I don't really shower. I know I do, but
Yeah. Like, no,
You're not
that, like,
selling
you
the
see...
homeless.
No, you,
I, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
I
really
just meet
shower.
people and go to the house and shit.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the best thing to do.
Who are the girls
especially
you
when
were
you're
with
on the road.
last week? The week before?
That was Don Amala and Gula. So I met Don in Thailand.
Yeah,
um,
okay.
And then I told her I was coming, and then just hung out.
Yeah, right.
yeah.
So they let you share at their house.
Yeah, I was very fortunate to have some friends here.
Yeah.
Because the beach shower's a bit cold.
Oh, fuck
know.
yeah. Especially
Yeah.
this time of year,
Yeah.
middle of winter.
I was just impressed because Ash rocked up to comedy with 2 chicks. I was like, this dude's a player.
Tanya.
That's what I want people to perceive me as, but
Yeah.
don't have to be.
Tanya pointed at one of them and she's like, is she going out with Ash? I was like, I don't know. She came here with him, maybe. She's like, fuck. Why don't you just go ask her?
Wait, who's that?
That's his wife.
My wife.
She's a menace.
She's a fucking, she's
Trying
a
to-
pest.
Trying to bang everything
Yeah.
all the time.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Tragic.
Which,
She's always going for
Yeah.
other girls, trying to get you threesomes.
I know.
Oh,
She's a
the
real
girls.
fucking bitch.
Other girls.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
Dude, that's like every dude's dream, isn't it?
I know,
pretty
isn't it?
much. Yeah.
I
Wait,
know.
there's a big fucking what's that thing? Polyamorous? Is that the thing?
Yeah, sort of. Like,
That is fucking going ham in Melbourne, man.
Yeah.
You guys should move there if that's what you're into.
I'm not like into letting other dudes fuck my wife
Mitch
though.
is just afraid he'll get cucked real bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. You don't want to cuck.
Like, maybe I'd be okay if I was having a threesome and the guy just wanted to stay in a corner. Like,
Just jerking off in the
yeah.
darkness.
Like, as long as I don't get any of the mess on me from him, maybe.
Yeah, that's your little brother's special.
Yeah, that's his special trick.
Got a story of him.
I
Of all
think
the
you and Tom
stories
would
that
get
you've
along,
got,
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah?
He
Yeah.
fucking, yeah. They were having an orgy at this party and he just sat in the corner and fucking jacked
Jacked off.
Whoa, wait, with you and your brother had an orgy?
No, I wasn't there.
Oh,
Ethan was.
I was.
was gonna
I was
say.
fucking barbecued in the backyard, just had way too much weed, and I'm just like in a camp chair, just like barely hanging on to reality. And his little brother
dude.
comes up to me and goes, "They're having an orgy in there, in this bedroom." He's like, "I want to go in there, but I don't have a girl. What should I do?" I'm like, "Oh, just fucking go in there, man." So he did. They just jacked it in the corner.
Yeah, and I
I
remember.
love how people will do drugs like you did, just smoke weed, and they would get the hottest girl ever, and you wouldn't give a fuck about her.
Oh,
That's so
yeah.
funny.
Yeah, I can't really smoke it anymore. I've just fucking cooked it too hard. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't do it.
It's probably for the best.
probably.
It's
I think
fucking.
you can moderate.
If you can moderate,
if
it's
you
probably
can moderate,
fine.
yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
like I don't know. Most people who are into stuff like comedy and shit like that don't really have that control, like that self-control mechanism to say like that's enough.
Mm.
Because it's like I need more of whatever it is. Like I get off
Yeah.
stage and I'm like, fuck, I want to do that again. And then
Yeah.
you're like always
want
like,
that-
chasing it.
Yeah, you want that dopamine hit.
Yeah.
There is there is no better feeling than doing well on stage.
Oh yeah, dude, for sure. Just crushing it. Every joke, just getting a laugh. That's the best.
There is
Yeah.
no worse feeling than just eating a big pile of shit and getting off
Yeah,
stage.
oi.
Man.
Oh, I ate shit on Wednesday night. Did you see that?
Yeah, we saw it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was.
I
I
was-
think the race joke is what lost them.
Really?
Yeah,
I
think
thought that would fucking work in Newcastle.
no. It turns out we're not a bunch of hillbillies over here.
Yeah, but you're not as sensitive.
No,
No.
you're right. We're not.
Yeah, yeah. That definitely, like, if you did that in a Sydney or like a more PC room, like
You'd get a
everyone would've
schooner.
Fucking been like, nah, they wouldn't do anything like that.
Well,
'cause-
nah, because I've done that joke in plenty of rooms in Melbourne. And it was like, and that's like that's PC Central of Australia.
yeah, right.
Yeah,
And it's like it bombed hard in one room. Next night it was a cracker.
Yeah,
But it could have been the way I said it as well,
yeah. It
and
got
all
a
these
fair
different
groan,
factors.
but yeah, it's weird how like you said, like it'll kill one night and then you go somewhere else with it, and you're just like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah.
what did I do wrong?
Well,
Yeah.
being honest, I felt like you were sort of on the fence for your set, and then there was like, if you were already killing, like if you were proper killing, that joke probably would have worked, because a
Yeah,
lot of
exactly.
it just comes down to
That's
like how they're
100%.
feeling about you. So if people are sort of on the fence, and then you do that, and everyone's like, oh, yeah, like yeah, that's what I found.
Yeah.
Like, and Bill
This
Burrs,
is coming from the guy that talks about pandas jacking off pandas for
yeah.
a minute and a half.
But I do it at the end of my set. I don't open with that one. I'm not like, who here jacks off pandas?
You hit him with that, and then you get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
in case it goes bad.
But they're obviously he doesn't do that. That's why they laugh.
Yeah,
Right.
it's a ridiculous statement, and that's the whole thing. Like, you try and be ridiculous. Obviously, a woman's not going to make a dildo out of a rock, but you can kind
Yeah.
of see her doing that.
Well,
if
they
she's stuck
might
on an
have
island with me.
back in the caveman days,
True.
probably.
Yeah. No, I think they were too busy trying to not get fucking forcibly fucked. You can't say the R word anymore.
Yeah,
You just
or
say,
retard.
yeah.
That's how I describe you
Yeah,
every
you can't
podcast.
you can't get retarded anymore.
you're killed by a lion or something.
But your set the night before that at the Crown and Anchor, which is really the place where people go to bomb in Newcastle, was pretty okay.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Like,
I love that place.
yeah, you'd be the only one.
It's so hilarious to me that you love that place, because I
Yeah.
fucking hate that place. Like, and
I
most
think-
comedians
yeah.
in Newcastle do, and you fucking killed it there. So
Yeah.
that was awesome.
I think it's because I used to work at a pub like that, so I sort of know what people are into,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. You can sort of like feel the vibe of what's going on in that room and
Yeah,
deliver it a certain way.
yeah. Because I used to get abused as fuck behind this bar, because they would always losing the pokies and all that shit, and then fucking, they wouldn't even ask you what drink they want. You just have to know,
Oh
because
yeah,
they're the same guy every time. They just chuck money at you without even looking.
yeah,
fucked.
okay.
Yeah,
Those
was-
people sound like real winners.
yeah.
You'd at least ask, like, can I have the usual? Like,
Yeah.
instead of just, yeah, that's fucking not on.
Like if you go back 4 or 5 times in a night, maybe they'll recognize you and go, oh yeah, 4x or this or that. But they don't ever like. I've never been to a bar. I've been there all day getting the same drink, and they'll walk to the same tap and be like, this one, and you'll give them the nod. But there's no way in hell you should be going back to a place, even if it's every week, and just expecting a random bar person just to remember you.
Yeah,
Thanks
well,
for clarifying that in intimate detail. That's going to go real
I'm really working on the whole dead air thing, actually.
Yeah. The first 15 minutes of our first podcast are fucking unlistenable, because we were just like going over bits that we were talking about writing,
Yeah.
and it's just
Oh.
it's fucked.
you learn that way
Yeah,
now.
we're trying to learn.
Are
We'll
you,
get there.
is this like cut up and shit, or is it just
Oh,
on the air?
we're going to edit it. Like, we're getting someone to like edit it a bit more.
But he
Trying to,
smokes a lot of
He
weed,
does.
so like we have to give him a little bit of money to do it. Like, here you go, man, $20 an episode.
Yeah,
That's all right.
Yeah, that'll make it worth it for
a
him.
bit of incentive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like we got the YouTube up and going now, Actually, it was pretty funny because I was looking at it last night, and we were telling stories about getting molested as children by like other girls our age, so it was actually a pretty awesome experience. But the title for the video was Ethan Got Molested, and I'm sitting there and I'm listening to it and I'm like, oh yeah, sounds alright. And then I was looking at the side tab, and it was all just like my story, like how daddy raped me for 12 years and just all this fucked up shit. And we're trying to do a comedy podcast, and I'm like, and this is where we're getting put as well. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
The depths
like,
of YouTube.
yeah, like you're fucking advertising us to the exact demographic we do not want listening to this podcast. Being like, yeah, being molested as a child is a really great experience for me. Like,
Maybe that's our demographic. We just don't know it.
yeah,
Yeah, find your
fucked
audience.
up people. Yeah.
maybe there is someone out there. They got fiddled and it was fine. They're like, I enjoyed it, and then they see that and they're like, hey, wait a second, you're like me. And we
you're
got
also
one
fucked up.
fan. We've got one fan. Just this one person. This one dude.
True.
So,
Mm.
last week was it was a great week.
No, it wasn't.
It was fucking
I did
awesome.
fucking. You saw my bomb at the Crown. Crown
I
and
can't
Anchor.
remember, man.
That was it was fucked. I just
Oh,
talked
it
about my
was the
dog's
best.
asshole for 5 minutes. It was fucking horrific.
I loved it. It was perfect.
He liked it because I ate shit, but
Yeah.
that was
Less competition.
yeah.
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 Well,
You ever
we've
feel
had
like
this.
that?
Well, we've had this thing going for the last 3 months, and I come off like an absolute fucking cunt because you'll eat shit, and I will just fucking laugh right in his face. I'm like, "Ha, you fucking bombed cunt," and everyone's like, "What the fuck?" And then like,
Because you're an asshole.
yeah. But when I bomb, you'll let me stew on it for a fucking day or two, and then you'll just be like, and I'll be like, "Oh yeah, man,
bring it
like,
upon
that's-
yourself.
Yeah, and then I'll be like talking about something else, and then it'll annoy you. Like, yeah, well, you fucking suck at comedy, cunt. How about that fucking bomb the other day? I'm like, whoa, at least I fucking say it in front of everyone.
Yeah.
I'm not a cunt about it.
I just wait until the opportunity presents itself, and then I hit you with the jab.
Yeah,
You know?
But that's what we're here for, right? Just taking the piss
Pretty much.
yeah,
out of each other in society, I
Yep.
feel like.
yeah. Well, that's right.
As
You
long
just-
as it's funny.
Yeah.
But otherwise, yeah, if
It's
you
all
want to
about
listen,
your
it just
intention
comes
shit,
off
yeah.
harsh.
yeah, like Shaz.
Yeah.
You just like walk into the room, you just make like a gay little joke, and she's like, "You fucking poofter." And you're like,
Whoa.
"Fuck, Shaz."
Oh dear.
Blew your boyfriend a kiss. Like, you've seen me do it before. She's
Yeah.
just like straight up. Or she'll just say something that you're real fucking insecure about. You just bring that up.
I don't know
out of
where she
nowhere.
gets
Oh,
it
that's
from.
the worst, bro.
I don't know.
Just cut you down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But you got to show strength, right?
Oh man.
that's it.
You just tell her to shut up.
My mates give me so much shit. Fucking, you wouldn't believe it. And you just have to either send one back or just, ha,
Yeah.
like, you know?
Well,
I-
especially when you tell people you do comedy too.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've found
bro.
since then.
Should have
it's just
seen the
like-
first night I got to Sunny Coast, saw my old mates. And this one guy's like, "Oi, tell us a joke, cunt." Like, he kept doing that shit. And I was like, "Yeah, pay me."
Yeah, that's what I do now too. That's a good comeback.
I'm not doing this for free, cunt.
Yeah.
Do that
I
enough.
just tell them.
You just tell them your
Yeah, I'm
jokes,
just
so
like,
they
I
don't
just do
ask
my whole
anymore.
set right in front of them.
That'd be
Just
pretty
like,
funny, actually.
Hey, do you like comedy? Yeah. All right. Well, fucking, hey, cutie. Just straight up my set. It's just at the morning meeting. They're there to find out what they're doing for the day. I just do a 5-minute set on fucking bumholes and dildos. It's good. It works. So we actually do a thing where you've got to fucking
We got-
tell a joke you're
We
you're
got
working
segments. We're organised.
on. Yeah, we got segments.
Oh.
So you have to tell a joke.
Well, you don't have to.
No, you do.
Don't feel like you have to.
No, you absolutely do. Fucking,
This is the most boring segment of the
it fucking,
show.
it's so terrible. But it actually,
It helps though.
it has spawned bits where you're
Yeah.
just like, oh yeah, like,
Yeah.
so
Oh.
it fucking sucks. Like, your joke will suck because you're doing it to two other people in a quiet room at fucking 7 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
So we'll let the guest go first. What's the joke you're writing?
I've got fucking so many concepts that aren't jokes.
Yeah,
Does that count?
No,
Yeah, you
It
can
has to
tell
be
a
a joke
premise.
that's sort of written.
no, we do premises later.
No, whatever.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that. So this is kind of a joke. You will laugh, but it's like more
I
of
better
a.
fucking laugh now.
It's just not fleshed out. So I was like, Mum was like, when I was a teacher, the boys were like, Miss, look at what I drew, and she goes, yes, I know it's a penis if all the boys draw them in the class. And then when I was oh fuck, see, this is what I'm talking about. Like, when I was at school, all the boys' penis like sucked, and mine were really artistic and detailed. And I showed the teacher, and she's like, "Wow, you've got the best penis in the class, Ash." Just as the principal walked past, and she got fired.
You could always do the misdirection with that joke too. That it's like, and she wasn't talking about the drawing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
that's
something
good
there.
actually. I'll write that down.
Yeah, man. This shit helps. Like, definitely helps.
100%. Like, and it even just saying it out loud, and the
Yeah.
yeah,
You get some fucked ideas. That you're like, is this actually funny? Or am I just a psycho?
yeah.
Like, tell it, oh yeah, no, it's got something to it.
I stand by the goggles joke.
The goggles joke is fucked.
The
Should I do it?
What's that?
I haven't even thought of it in a while. Basically, it's like I got kicked out of a pool for wearing goggles the other day. Apparently, you're not allowed when you hit a certain age to wear goggles anymore. So I'm 27, not allowed to wear goggles to the pool. I was in the kiddie pool, but you know, that's the fucking joke.
Yeah, you just didn't want to get urine in your eyes.
Yeah, I just didn't want to get piss in my eyes while I
Yeah.
was staring at their little heinies. That's the fucking joke. It's terrible.
It's a fucked up joke, but I stand by it. I think it'll work.
You go for it, man. You can do it
I didn't
anytime
really
you
get
want.
it at the start.
It's a pedo joke.
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
You fucking
Yeah, like if you were just swimming in a normal pool, obviously, with goggles on, like I guess like professional swimmers still wear goggles, don't they?
yeah, not in the kiddie pool though.
No, definitely not.
There's something funny about it. It's just
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I see where it's
Figure out
going.
how to fucking deliver it.
Yeah, I see where it's going.
without All right,
Without
I'll
getting
do.
a schooner thrown at you.
I'll do mine that I wrote yesterday.
Oh, ready for this magic?
Yeah.
Here we go.
So every straight man has his price. Like, I'm not gay. If someone walks up and offers me $1 million, you know, like there's a price for everyone. I don't care who you are. Like, I know what I could do with like $100 grand, eh? Like $100 grand, that's pretty fucking good. Like if we were really getting down to it, it's just a piece of flesh, you know. You know, like someone's whacks $1,000 down on the table, just like, fuck, that pay for half a TV right there. It's like someone offers me $20 and I fucking like it's like 5 minutes of work right there. If you times that by 12, that's $60 an hour. That's a good earning. Like that's a good living. You'd be happy to tell your mum you earn $60 an hour. So that's the joke.
I think it's too long.
Yeah,
It's 100% too long.
Yeah,
This is
but I
his
see where it's
curse.
going.
Yeah.
That's everyone's curse though. The first time you write something, at least the shit I write is just way too fucking long-winded.
Yeah,
Gotta cut
bro.
it out.
That's my
Because there's
problem
funny
too.
in that, but
Yeah.
it's like, where is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you got to go up and do it all on stage,
Yeah.
and then see where people are laughing.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm.
That's like the fucking crucifixion stage.
Well, the joke is you start with $1 million. Like most blokes would go $1 million.
It'd be good if you could work it down from $1 million, and then swap it so that you're paying them to like.
Yeah, that's yeah.
My friend told me a joke the other day, and I laughed so hard, but I was like, I don't think it would work on stage.
Yeah,
You know?
Yeah.
that is like a huge thing.
Can you remember it?
Yeah, he said, my brother's a clean freak. He's always got the vacuum in his room.
That's good. No, you could do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could do that on stage. Fuck
Yeah, but I feel like it's just so flat.
Yeah, that's how you deliver it.
You reckon? Just
super
like that?
deadpan. Yeah, just like that, and then just wait, and then just if people laugh, they laugh, and if they don't, they don't. But just you'd have to just sit in the silence
Yeah.
until
Yeah.
people like.
I feel like it would
Get it.
work if all my set was one-liners, maybe.
Yeah, it'd be.
Or I could just tell a story and then whack that out. Would
No,
that
I
even
think
work?
that's the sort of thing. I think I've seen sets go better with one-liners at the start,
Yeah,
and then you get into your longer stuff.
open with it
Yeah.
just straight off the bat.
Yeah, because I've tried doing a character and then a story and then a one-liner, and then vice versa and whatever.
Yeah.
Just experimenting.
I think Mitch was
It's-
telling me you did acting, right?
Yeah,
You studied that.
yeah,
So you studied down in Melbourne.
yeah.
Yeah, cool.
It's just once a week, like 2 hours a week.
Yep.
It's good because that was originally what I moved to Melbourne for, was to be an actor.
True.
But yeah.
So
I
watch-
will.
Sorry.
I will be an actor. It's just it's gonna be more comedy, I think.
Yeah.
And like nothing wrong with doing both.
Nah, comedy movies are the best. It's
Yeah.
fucking what I watch mainly. Like-
Actually, most of them have been shit that I've seen. Comedy
Lately?
movies.
Lately,
Nah,
they-
always.
Nah, come on, like Waterboy,
Yeah, I don't like that shit.
don't you?
Nah.
He wants to be a comedy actor. He's like,
But
I hate
but I hate
Waterboy.
funny shit.
No, Colonel Sanders.
Nah.
That is fucking the best. Like that movie.
Yeah, but at the same time, like I could see sort of where you're coming from, where like people that want to do that might also like dislike it. Like heaps of comedians that you see that like do really well at stand up fucking hate stand up. It's weird.
Yeah,
I
okay.
hate watching it.
Hate watching it, hate
Yeah.
doing it, just hate it in general, but they still do it and they're fucking awesome at it.
Oh god, I hope that's not gonna be me.
Yeah, it's fucking
Because
weird.
I want to love what I do, man. That's the point.
Yeah,
But what was I gonna say? Yeah, I find like short comedy clips on YouTube funny. Not like that's still acting, not necessarily Hollywood movies or anything like that.
So like sketches, you mean?
I like Monty Python. I'd watch those movies,
Yeah.
but not like that Adam Sandler shit. Probably not.
yeah, true.
Adam Sandler's going to fucking.
It's getting worse and worse. I watched one the other night. It's fucking awful.
He needs a friend to just sit him down. Like, hey man,
But
like,
fucking.
Click was it. Click
I liked
was the
all
last
Stoner
one.
movies, like all those old Stoner movies, like Half Baked and shit like that. But, like,
Pineapple Express.
yeah, not so much.
Yeah, that was all that shit was funny when I was a kid.
Yeah,
I
then
don't
you
think
grow
I
up.
could watch it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You watch it. I sort of watch them and I get like deja vu because I was really baked when I watched them. I'm like, I think I've seen this movie. Oh fuck, I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Freddy Got Fingered's like my favorite fucking comedy movie.
Oh, that's good. But I just love Tom Green. Like,
yeah.
His show back in the day was awesome. Did you watch that?
Yeah, that live like it was sort of like an internet show that he was doing. The Tom
was
Green
like
show.
the original Jackass, basically.
Yeah, where he like spray paints his parents' fucking bonnet,
Yeah.
like his dad's car.
And the porn
Yeah,
on his
yeah.
dad's bonnet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. It's fucking super sick.
What, Dad? What?
Yeah, he's amazing.
He was fucking insane. Like, yeah, that whole fucking Freddy Got Fingered movie was just,
Yeah, that's good.
yeah.
It got so trash too. Like the reviews on that movie are not fucking good. Everyone,
That's why it's good.
yeah, it's
'Cause
like
it's
a cult.
fucking shit.
Yeah.
But people were walking into that movie being like expecting something else. That's what reviewers do. Like they're like, oh yeah, no, like the cinematography, like
I don't trust reviews.
no, you
like
can't.
ever since I signed with Tango Energy, I don't trust reviews. Like they fucked us over so hard.
And they had great reviews.
Yeah, they were like 5 out of 5, all these great reviews and shit, and then they just charge us all this fucking excess.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
like-
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
This fucking brings me back to the bit I was gonna do that I was talking about. It's not really a bit, but we'll move on to the premise shit.
Yeah,
But
because you didn't write this week,
no, I'm a lazy cunt.
piece of shit.
Anyway, my current girlfriend, actually does like multi-level marketing things, selling fucking dishcloths, like microfiber
Yeah.
dishcloths.
Oh,
for
really?
This company called Norwex. So maybe you'd have some more insight on that? I know you did like.
No, that's a whole lie. My whole bit is a lie.
That's a whole lot.
Is it?
Yeah, I did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to, because I gave you feedback on that, and I was like, maybe at the end of that, after everyone's finished laughing, just be like, yeah, that was a whole lie. That never happened. And then just leave it at that. Like,
I don't know.
I think that's.
Maybe.
I feel I'd fucking laugh at that.
Well, you definitely sold it, man, because I was fucking convinced, and now I'm pissed because I'm not going to get an inside angle on the fucking dishcloth industry.
I have worked in sales.
Yeah. Oh, man, sales sucks.
Yeah.
I only said dishcloth because I wanted to get to the punchline.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
sales is fucked. I worked in fundraising, like charity fundraising.
Yeah.
For about 6 months I lasted.
That's
just
a rough
cold
gig,
calling
man.
people.
It's
Yeah.
rough.
It was fucked. I used to smoke a lot of weed back then, catch a train into like North Sydney, and just
Yeah.
everyone there was on drugs. Like everyone in the call center. It was fucking insane.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
We go out.
Strange.
People just like, like fucking hard drugs too. Like some of them on like meth and shit. But like most of us smoked weed.
The best sellers in the building were
Yeah.
probably on meth.
Yeah,
Like,
this
hey,
real
how you going?
This skinny chick that used to sit next to me, she was just like, nah, going like 10 cups of coffee. Just
Yeah.
fucking insane.
Yeah, so they just feel great and they just don't back down, I guess. I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah, sales is tough. I only did it for 3 months. I was selling office furniture, and I got fired, and that's why I'm doing this road trip, to be honest. I'm just like doing the road trip. I applied for jobs the week before, and I'm just waiting to come back now.
Yeah, yeah.
So I've got a few interviews when I get back, but yeah.
What did you do to get fired?
I just didn't sell enough.
Yeah,
I was
okay.
just shit, can't lie. I got the job because I thought that I could focus on comedy and acting and shit without actually having to do a lot of work.
Yeah.
You know, sit in the office and fucking go through Instagram and shit
Yeah.
like that.
You want to take a break real quick?
Yeah.
He was
I
in the
gotta-
middle of a story. I cut him off. Let him finish his story.
That's the fat man does.
I know.
Every fucking time.
I know. I meet my favourite comedian. Just talking at the top of him.
Let's just fucking push through this.
I was just going to say, I got to get to dinner at like 7:30ish.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like 20 minutes.
Yeah, okay.
now.
Yeah, let's just fucking end it there. That was a 40-minute podcast.
Unless you want to finish your story, of course.
Yeah,
before
yeah.
fucking
100%
talk.
finish your story. So you were just like, you expected just to be able to go to work but not work, essentially.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Which is what I did, and it was great.
Right until it caught up with you.
Well, it was only three
3 months.
Yeah.
So what is they sit you down like, hey man, this isn't working, or
They
were
were
there
just,
warnings?
he just said, I can't afford you anymore. That was it.
Ah, okay. And you're like,
He actually sacked 2 other people as well.
oh, okay. They were like pity sacks. He was after you, but he's like, oh, fuck it. We're going to have to some collateral damage.
Just
he
to
didn't
make me feel better.
Yeah. he did.
Nah, bro. I'd rather just deal with the blow.
Yeah. There's a bit there, I think. There's 100% a bit there.
There's a bit of fucking everything. Everything's funny if you can make it funny.
Yeah.
That's true.
Now we just got to make this
Oh,
podcast
yeah.
funny.
All right.
Yeah.
Fap of the week. Fap of the week. All right. I got one. Iggy Azalea's butthole. Iggy Azalea? She's the Australian. Yeah. Iggy Azalea's butthole. She
You
released
asked a
sex-
man who's been living in a van for the past week when he's what he's been.
He's
jacking
had
it to.
nothing to do but jacket. I feel like he'd have like fucking 20 of these cunts since yesterday.
I know, I don't like jacking off, eh?
So you don't jerk it. What do you do?
I
You
do. No, I do. I just don't like
It's
it.
just the shame.
It's a shame.
Post wank shame.
It's just a chore to me, I
Yeah.
guess.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's just like I feel like I have to get this thing out of me, so I do it, and that's
so
it.
I can think properly.
It's like the devil or something.
Yeah. Well, that was my premise that I came up with. Like, a man cannot trust himself unless he's got an empty ball sack. Like, I know
that's true.
if you go to meet one of your exes or something, you have to jerk off before you go because you're gonna have that little fucking thing in your head, like maybe she wants to fuck you again. You're like, maybe.
Here's a thought: don't go meet up with your exes.
Or even like,
Fuck that.
yeah, anyone.
What time you got dinner, man?
7:30.
7:30. It's
Oh.
not a rush.
Nah, it's all sweet. We'll get
Yeah.
the fuck out of here. I got to piss real bad, so
Yeah.
I'm keen to wrap
But-
this fucker up.
Thanks for coming out here, man.
No, that's all right.
It's fucking.
It was kind of on the way back home, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
yeah.
To Melbourne, not to the Sunshine Coast.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah.
it the exact opposite way.
No, I
But-
like it here. It's good.
Move here. Just fucking move here. I'll get you a job sweeping floors at West Track. You
God.
really don't have to work hard there.
Fuck that.
But I can't be on my phone. I have to be standing and shit.
If you're sweeping, like if you figure out how to do it one-handed, I don't think anyone would really care.
Most of my work, like everything, is on here, which is
Yeah.
crazy to me.
Yeah.
By the way, and it's
Yeah,
just
back
like
that shit up somewhere, man. If you lose that phone, you're fucked.
Yeah, it's a Samsung too. The good thing about
no,
iPhones,
it's not
they're
that.
just
It's
like,
all on a cloud and shit.
Oh, okay, you got
Yeah.
online. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Just
Instagram
don't put-
and shit.
like videos of you getting fucked with your butthole spread open, like the Azalea did.
Not everyone
Oh,
has
did
that
she?
problem.
Otherwise,
Mitchell.
you get pud jerking off to you.
Oh, that's alright.
I thought you
wouldn't
were saying
care.
that you got caught
No,
with pictures of your asshole spread. Like, that
No.
doesn't fucking surprise me.
no. Tanya found pictures of arsehole spread on my phone once. She wasn't even mad. She's like,
Your
I found-
asshole spread.
No. My
Just
exes.
checking it out. I was just looking.
My
Wanted to
exes.
check I was healthy.
I was like, I just kept them.
Every time you say that, I think of Nutella.
Yeah.
Arsehole spread on my crackers and shit.
I had the video. I was like, I'm not deleting that. Like, I had a girlfriend, a new girlfriend. But like, if I could choose between having the video and not having the video, I mean, of course. And it was all between memes and stuff. I thought it was pretty fucking like easy to find
You're
if
a
you were
piece of
really
shit.
looking through my phone.
I'm ending it on that. Can't get any more.
All right.
Thanks again, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Nah,
Yeah.
cheers.